an OverMark Entertainment exclusive.
Take it away, Dave.
Wow. Thanks for that, TJ. That was a great intro. Good. We got some good news here. You know, not all of our news is good or entertaining, and I don't know that this news is necessarily entertaining, but it's definitely good. We got Jeff Hardy announcing he's 3 years clean and climbing. That's pretty good. We got he's celebrating 3 years of sobriety. He talked about it on the Ariel Helwani show. What a guy! And Jeff Hardy has officially hit 3 years sober, revealing the milestone in a rare, candid interview with Ariel. 3 years and 2 days, he said, calm and confident. Let that sink in. After a career full of extreme highs and heartbreaking lows, Hardy's been through it. Multiple wellness violations, public struggles with substance abuse, his 2022 DUI arrest while signed with AEW, which led to jail time and rehab. Yeah, that sucked. That really derailed what they were going to be doing there with him. But anyway, it's probably better he didn't get a guy jumping on his head. But now, the Charismatic Enigma is clean, focused, and back in the thick of it. Set to challenge for the TNA Tag Team titles alongside his brother Matt at Slammiversary in a 4-way ladder match. Because if Jeff Hardy's going to celebrate sobriety, it might as well involve tables, ladders, and legacy. This is really cool. I'm happy for him. You know, we all know that his issues have been documented. It's cool to see somebody be able to successfully, kick the demons and all that jazz. What do you think of this, TJ?
Well, the exact date of his last DUI was June 13th, 2022, so I guess he's claiming that after that he got clean and all that. I only read some of the highlights from this, so I didn't watch it. But, that's cool. Jeff Hardy's the man. Where do they live? Cameroon?
Isn't that in, Africa or something?
No, Cameron, North Carolina. Cameroon, it is in Africa. But, yeah, I think he lives probably about an hour and a half away from me. Maybe, to the west. Or no. I think it's east. I don't fucking know. I'm bad with that kind of stuff. Either way, that's not important. The kind of thing I was going to say is it's just kind of nuts to think that, he was getting pulled over with all these multiple DUIs, not too far up the road from where I live, Yeah.
But I think it was in Florida.
It's happened here before. I'm not talking about this one specifically, but he's had some in North Carolina is what I'm saying. But anyways, I was talking to my wife about this the other day. She was asking me stuff about Jeff Hardy, and she was like, man, I saw that interview, and, it was kind of talking about how he messed up their push, and they were going to get the titles in AEW and have one last big run over there in a major company with tag titles. It's like, yeah, shit happened. But he looks great now, and where I was going to go there is I don't think a lot of people realize how big of a star he was in WWE. Excuse me.
He was literally a bigger star than Cena when Cena was becoming the guy and being the guy.
That match, that ladder match he had with Undertaker. Excuse me. Let me mute and cough. Okay, there we go. So that ladder match he had with Undertaker, where Taker held his arm up afterwards, and that was his big solidifying moment. And after that, I forget the exact date, but he was the biggest guy in wrestling for a little bit. And if he didn't fuck up and all that, and he would have maybe been maybe everything would have been reversed, and it wouldn't be Cena that we're seeing doing this retirement tour now. Maybe it would be Jeff. He did end up going over to TNA for the easier schedule and the pretty good pay and all that, but I just think it's important that people realize, this guy dedicated his life to wrestling, still has. It'll always be a part of his life. Him and his brothers have great minds for the business. They're extremely hard workers. And, even though he's had his demons, he's fucked up, the TNA thing that he did with Sting, they're dark spots, but, everybody fucks up, and it's cool when you see, there's nothing more that I love than a comeback, and, this isn't a huge comeback by any means. DUI is not the end of the world. It is terrible, and you don't want to do it, but it's just good seeing somebody that you were a fan of growing up, doing better, and just seeing them healthy is a great thing. And I know a lot of people that have suffered from substance abuse, and it's a tough thing to control and get a hold of. And when you have a lot of money and you have all these people around you that are trying to use you and tell you the things that you want to hear so they can get fucked up with you, it's got to be tough to say no to. And I don't think people realize like how much willpower it takes when you have unlimited resources to some extent to do these drugs and to stay high or drunk. And it's good for him. And I won't rant on about it too much more, but way to go, Jeff. That's some good shit.
Oh yeah.